Hey guys, welcome back to another video. All right, so about 4 months ago, I did a video on the Indestructible Shoes. And it was kind of a fun video that I just made, kind of making fun of the guy in the product video on the Indestructible Shoes website. It wasn't meant to be serious at all, but a lot of you took it very seriously. And were super angry because I stepped on 20 nails like the guy did in the video instead of a single nail like a real world test. All right, so I listened to you guys and I went out and I got another pair of Indestructible Shoes and I'm gonna try a single nail test and I'm gonna try a single screw test just to see which one goes through the sole easier or if at all. And if I can find some weights around here, maybe even drop some weights on that thing, then I'm gonna just basically try to destroy that sole by any means necessary without using the angle grinder. I'm just gonna try to saw it just to see how indestructible those soles really are. All right, but that's enough talk. Let's get to the single nail test. Yeah, no, I'm not just gonna jump on these screws like that. You guys really wanted to see that, didn't you? Didn't you? No, let me get back to the screw test. All right, here we have a 2.5-inch nail stuck to this board, and on the other side, you guys saw me screw in another 2.5-inch screw. So I'm just going to try to bang this as hard as I can and see if it penetrates these Indestructible Shoes. All right, so. Oh, wow. So, there's the hole right there, but it didn't go through. So I'm gonna try that again. Okay, well, it went through the sole there, but I don't feel it coming through the shoes at all. Another hole, but it didn't go all the way through. So it's starting to bend the nail a little bit. All right, I'm gonna try it one more time. Wow. Look at that. So once again, it's not penetrating these soles and I'm bending the heck out of this nail. Look at that. All right, so I'm gonna straighten this nail back up. All right, so now I'm gonna just try to push it through and see if that works. Whoa. All right. Oh, that went through super easy. I'm not penetrating this inside sole, but look at that. That went through super easy with hardly any pressure, but it's just not coming through the inside cushion there. Let me see if you guys can see inside, but it's not coming through, but that went through super easy. And there's the hole. Try a different spot and yeah, it's, come on, get in there. So you guys can see, it's going in the bottom of the sole, but it's not penetrating this cushion. So let me take this cushion out here. So inside here, see if I can give you guys a better look. So I'll move the light a little closer. And right there is a bump, right there. But you see it's not penetrating that inside, whatever this is made of inside, it's not going through that piece. I'm gonna try it again. Wow, I'm gonna keep the cushion out this time. And wow. So once again, it's going through, as you can see, but this little, there's something inside here. I can't get it to pop through there. So that's pretty good. And you can see, I mean, it's stuck on there. That shoe is stuck on there, but it's not going through that inside at all. So I think if you're just walking along and randomly step on a single nail, I honestly think it's gonna go through the sole, but I think your foot will be okay because of this inside part right here, and that feels really, really heavy duty. All right, so let's take that off and let's try the screw test. So I'm just gonna do the exact same thing, this 2.5-inch drywall screw. Wow, look at that. I mean, it's stuck there, but it's not penetrating, not at all. Let's do it again. I mean, that is not penetrating this at all. So it's right there. No, I can't feel it at all. I can feel a little bulge in there, but not coming through. Yet, you can see it's stuck on there. All right, let's do it again. I'm gonna try it super, super hard this time. Wow. And yeah, guys, with the slam test, they're both passing, the nail and the screw, not penetrating the inside layer of these shoes. All right, so now I'm just gonna try to push it down. Okay, went through the sole and get through there. Okay, penetrating the sole just like the nail, but not coming through the inside. There's the bulge right there. And even if I give it a nice twist, I'm gonna twist the heck out of these things. See if I can even screw it on. Yeah, I'm screwing them on. They're actually getting tighter. Check that out. And, oh, that did it. Screwing them on actually did it, so it popped right through there, as you can see. So, damn, I can't even get those out because they're screwed on. Let me unscrew this now. There we go, and we're out. So, Indestructible Shoes failed the push down and twist test. So, is that real world? Not really, but are they indestructible? No, they're not, because they will fail a screw test if it's put through that much pressure. All right, guys, as you just saw, it pretty much passed the nail test, at least in my test, the slam and the push down. It passed the screw test with me just slamming on it, but when I pushed it down and screwed it in, but it did penetrate that little barrier that's in there, and you can hear it. It did penetrate that once I started screwing it in. So, is that real world? Not really. So I'm gonna try the real world test right now. Not gonna be super scientific at all. I'm basically gonna take a block of wood, tape it to the shoe, then take this, tape it to my shoe, just walk and step on it and see what happens. I weigh about 176 pounds, so let's do that right now. What do you guys think? Yeah, that's gonna do the trick. I'm just gonna walk along and step on that nail and see what happens. So, oh yeah, right in, but I don't know if it's penetrated or not. So I'm gonna take this off and see if it penetrated. Okay, and nope, it did not penetrate. I'm gonna show you guys. Take the camera over here. So, right there's a little bulge. You can kind of see in there. I know it's hard to see in there, but right there is where the nail went through. I can feel it, and it did not penetrate this inside layer. But as you guys can see here, I bent the heck out of that nail when I walked over it. Yeah, it went through the soles, but didn't penetrate the inside layer. So single nail test didn't go through the shoe. I think it passed that test, guys. All right, now let's try the single drywall screw test right there. So same deal, just gonna walk right into it. And, okay. I'm just gonna bounce a little bit to see if it actually penetrates. Okay, that's good enough. And yeah, it's stuck in there. So let's take off the tape. See what happened here. Man, shoes are squished. And let's see. Yeah, no, you can see completely going through the soles there, but inside, right there, I can feel it. Did not go through. All right, guys, well, there you go. I just did the single nail and single screw step test. And once again, I'm only 176 pounds. A lot of you guys might be a lot heavier than me, and if you step on a nail, it might go through. But for me, it totally passed. I mean, look, it's still stuck here. Screw. And did not penetrate that interior. Look at all those holes that I put in here. That's crazy. All right, guys, on to the next test, and that's gonna be hitting the steel toe with this sledgehammer. All right, guys, let's try to hit the steel toe with this sledgehammer and see how much abuse it can take. There we go. Oh, wow. Fabric not holding up too well. That's okay. Boom. Well, I think I kind of moved it a little bit, but still holding up pretty nice. You can see where I'm hitting it right there. Let's give it a couple more whacks. Yeah, I completely caved in the one side there. If you can see, it's starting to look a little lopsided. I'm gonna turn it around and try to hit this side where it's starting to bulge up a little bit. All right, there you go. All right, guys, I gave it some good whacks with that sledgehammer, and you can see it's fairly dented in right there and completely caved in right here. I know you guys can't really see in there, you're just taking my word for it by sticking my hand in there, so I'm gonna cut this toe off and take a closer look at it. So, about right there. Pretty good. All right, let's saw this bad boy in half. Cool. All right, guys, so here's the cross section of that steel toe. And you can see the steel toe right there. So this is what I was talking about, the pinky toe, which would be right about here. Let me cut this off so you can see it better. All right, so I just peeled back that fabric a little bit so you guys can see the steel toe. And like I said before, your pinky toe is over here, and actually, it doesn't look that bad. It actually looks pretty much intact now that I tore it apart like I just did. So actually, I thought it was a lot worse. You can see the dents that I put on it with that sledgehammer right there. So I'm gonna drop a couple weights on there and see what that does. All right, guys, I have this 25-pound weight here that I'm just gonna drop directly on this thing. I would say from about 3 feet in the air. Not super scientific or anything. I'm just gonna see what happens if I drop a 25-pound weight on someone's toe. All right, you ready? Woo. Well, there you go. Kind of took it like a champ, if you ask me. Focus, there you go. So I'm gonna try that again from a little higher up. I'll just say maybe 5 feet. Nice. And yeah, it's starting to cave in a little bit there, but you know, your toes are gonna be a little bit squished, but they might survive that. So I think I put this steel toe through enough punishment. Hit it with a sledgehammer, drop a 25-pound weight on it twice from 3 and 5 feet. But I think with any more weight, you might be in some trouble. All right, guys, we all saw what a chop saw can do to the soles of these things. Just ate it right up, no problem. But what if I just took a common saw like the one on my Leatherman here and just started sawing away at these soles? I wanna see how much abuse it can take without a power tool just eating right through it. So let's try that. All right, so let's start right here in the middle. Oh yeah, I'm gonna eat right through this thing. Oh yeah, no problem at all going through the actual rubber part. But what about that inside that was preventing the nails to go through? Jeez. That's where it starts to get a little rough, right there. Let's see. Oh, wow. It's a workout. Man, all right. Well, you can see there that I made it right to that interior layer where it stopped the nail before, so check that out. Now these soles are pretty thick. You can see why they claim they're indestructible. Saw is gonna go right through them, obviously. Chop saw went right through them. If you have an angle grinder, not a problem at all. The nails even went through this little part, but it's the inside, this inside layer right there, that's gonna save your butt half the time. And guys, just so you know, I was gonna test and see if these Hummers were waterproof. These are not gonna be waterproof because you don't see any waterproof material inside. It's just this little piece of cloth right there. And then this black material, which you can see right through. So I doubt that these are gonna be waterproof at all. It's gonna soak right through into your socks. So I'm gonna save myself doing a waterproof test because I'm telling you right now, these are not waterproof. All right guys, one last thing before I go. I'm gonna try the anti-skid test with some water on the ground. Obviously not doing it with the right shoe. So the only good shoe that's left, I'm gonna put this on, pour some water on the ground, and see if these are really anti-slip shoes. All right, so let's pour a little water here on the ground. As so. All right, so. They're actually pretty good. So, yeah, these are my Converse, and yeah, these are gonna slide all over the place in this water here. But this, yeah, these are actually really good. So, their claims of anti-slip and anti-skid, I would say are true. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. How do you think the Indestructible shoes held up to these tests? I mean, to be honest, I've seen other videos and the nail went right through, but in my test, they did not go through. There's this inside layer right here, that is preventing those nails from going through just on an everyday situation. Yeah, if you're gonna push hard enough, it's probably gonna go through. Plus, if you weigh a lot more than I do, it might go through, but me being 176 pounds, the screw didn't go through or the nail didn't go through on the step test. And basically the only thing that penetrated the bottom of the soles into the shoes was when I actually twisted that screw on. Did it pass the test? I would say yes, it did. But leave me a comment below if you guys have these Indestructible shoes and we're at work, stepped on a nail and it went right through, or screws. Now I'm curious. But if you did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe and go!